So yesterday I taught my first children's yoga class to second through fifth graders, six black girls, and it was so much fun. Shout out to Double Dutch Swing Squad, Arista and Shantae. They invited me to Urban Academy here in Pittsburgh to teach a yoga class after school for the after school program that they run. And I didn't know they were going to be like little kids. She probably said that in the message, but I was thinking more so like teenagers. So when I got there and there was like little kids running around, I was like, oh, this must be like the group before me. And then she was like, yeah, this is it. And I was like, oh, kids. I wasn't nervous because if you've been following me for a while or follow me on Instagram, I do yoga with my niece. She's 6. And now my nephew, he's 3. And I tricked him into doing yoga. So he doesn't know he's doing yoga when we do yoga together. But I don't know, y'all. People have asked me if I wanted to teach yoga to kids, but I was like, oh, I don't know if I'm really good with kids. I don't know about it. But yesterday really showed me that I would really love to work with children, especially teach children yoga, because they're just so curious, one, and they really don't care. They really don't care that you're teaching. Like, they're going to do what they want to do anyways. And I love that. So when I first got there was already a little girl crying. So I'm like, oh, what's the matter, little girl? And and then the rest was like, she does this every week. I was like, oh, okay. And then I'm setting up my mat, and then another little girl walks up to me, and she's just standing there looking at me. So I was like, hello. And she didn't say anything back. So then I remember, oh, Misha, you got to get down on the kids level. So I've been down, and I'm like, what's your name? She runs off. So then, okay, everybody runs off. So then, I take my shoes off, and they see my socks. I was wearing my Heinz ketchup socks, so there's tomatoes on my socks. So then they all came up like, yeah, these are the socks I'm wearing today to do yoga. And I love fuzzy socks, and we just started talking about fuzzy socks. And then once we finally got into the practice, we put our mats down, and all of them just laid down on their stomachs. So I was like, okay, since everybody's laying down, why don't we start the practice laying down? And then from there, honestly, I just paid attention to what they were doing, and then we synced breath with it and turned it into a yoga practice, and it was so much fun. And yeah, I think I got the little yoga bug to want to teach children. So I'm excited because I'm literally finishing up my training. I'll probably be done this week. I'm turning in my last couple of assignments, and I'm just excited for what the future holds because opportunities are coming. I didn't seek out this opportunity to teach children. Someone had asked me, they reached out. So, it's just confirmation for me to keep going. Even though this has been a treacherous journey to get my yoga teacher certification, it's happening and moves are being made, plans are in motion, and I feel good about where I'm going, and that knowing that I have the capacity to teach children. And when I was done, Arista and Shantae, who invited me, they were like, oh, you did great, this was great. And I was like, thank you, because this is my first time ever teaching a class of children. They were like, what? And I was like, yeah, I've never taught anyone besides my niece and nephew. So shout out to Brother and Khalees for being great yoga students and helping prepare me to bring this gift of yoga to the world for other children. So yeah, that was cute, and I've been thinking about it since yesterday because it's really honestly probably made my week.